Ishiborn in the house, back with another bang on episode. Well, yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about a new left back, Mark Cucurella. Yes, we're going to talk about Cucurella, where we're linked with Mark Cucurella, ladies and gentlemen. Out of all of a sudden, now we're suddenly looking at a backup for Kieran Tierney and, of course, a replacement for Seo Kolasinac. Oh my God, this is going to be really ridiculous. But let's see if this is true or not. Everything will be discussed in this video, so stay tuned and watch the video till the end. As I usually say, have patience. This is just rumors. Listen to it, keep an ear to it, and don't completely believe it until it is done. So with this, we talk about the first news in this episode is that Mikel Arteta was asked whether if he has found out who was leaking information. He says, I have a sort of idea, yes. And then he was asked whether it is related to the players that left this month. He says no comment on that. So yes, that is exactly according to Chris Wheatley. So yes, Mikel Arteta ain't gonna tell you who exactly did it or who are the real Malakas, if I can say that word. But anyways, let us move on from this one, man. Anyways. So we talk about Willian. Okay, that's a really funny story because this episode is definitely gonna be more about Cucurella and Martin Odegaard, to be real. So the Athletic claim Edu initially recommended Willian Borges to Unai Emery shortly before the Spaniard was sacked, and then raised the possibility of a move once again when Mikel Arteta became manager. Mikel Arteta was emphatic with his response and shared Edu's opinion that Willian would be a great signing, especially if Arsenal could get him on a free. So it is purely Edu's deal. Yes, purely Edu's deal, and I won't give the credit completely to Edu, but it looks like, it looks like, Arteta said yes to that, and that was more than a big crime that he could commit. Anyways, so Arteta was asked on whether there is going to be a natural cover for Tierney. So he says with the departure of Kolasinac, we are a little bit short with left-footed fullbacks at the moment. We know we can see Ainsley there, we can use Bukayo there, and can use Cedric. So we have some options. We don't the natural option. We don't have a natural option, but we can adapt. We know that. But here's a beautiful report about Mark Cucurella to Arsenal. Now, here we go. Another left back. Why Arsenal need Barcelona's Cucurella? So according to a source, Arsenal are collecting left backs like they're going out of fashion. They also seem to have fascination with curly head footballers too. So reported target Mark Cucurella should be perfect fit. Well, it looks like Mikel Arteta now has 3 genuine contenders to play left back. If reports in Spain are accurate, that number could rise to 4 according to Cadena Cope. Arsenal are interested in Mark Cucurella. So according to Cadena Cope. So currently starting for Getafe on loan from Barcelona. The versatile 21-year-old has a reasonable £21 million release clause in his deal at Camp Nou. His form at the Estadio Coliseum, Alfonso Perez, this season has seen him cross several clubs' radars. Sevilla and Atletico Madrid want to keep Cucurella in Spain. Bayer Leverkusen and Borussia Mönchengladbach are battling to bring him to the Bundesliga, while Tottenham are rivaling Arsenal for his signature. Now, reports claim that Arsenal are prepared to splash the cash to sign Cucurella, despite spending £25 million on Kieran Tierney less than 12 months ago. So it looks like Arsenal are wanting Cucurella according to this report. And they say that a move for the Spain under-21 international could cast doubt over the former Celtic man's future at the Emirates. With Arsenal battling for a place in the Champions League, they can ill afford to carry passengers, and Tierney's injury woes can count against him. If Arteta can't rely on him, he can't be viewed as a key figure in his plans. And with Saka's future reportedly up in the air, he's rumored to be a transfer target for league leaders Liverpool and Manchester United. Whatever is the case. So it looks like, according to a legit report from Cadena Cope, it looks like Arsenal are definitely interested in Mark Cucurella, but they've got to fight. They've got to fight with Sevilla, Atletico Madrid, Bayer Leverkusen, Borussia Mönchengladbach, and Tottenham Hotspurs to get the youngster into the Emirates. How crazy is that? Mark Cucurella to Arsenal. Wow. Crazy, crazy news. Crazy, supremely crazy news. So let's come back to Martin Odegaard because that's literally what we have for him here. So it is believed that technical director Edu instigated negotiations last week. Manager Zinedine Zidane has already approved Odegaard's exit on loan, and Arsenal rate him highly. The 22-year-old is expected to make a decision on where he will move soon. That's crazy. That's crazy. So Zidane has actually checked on his checklist. Odegaard is out. Anyways, let's move on. According to Lasser, they believe that the club that signs Odegaard on loan will be able to insert a purchase option in the deal. So initially it could be a 6-month loan deal, and if he's perfect, they can definitely, sign him on a permanent. So it looks like finally Odegaard is off of Real Madrid's wage books as well. There's a possibility of that. So Fabrizio Romano tweets out, Martin Odegaard is tempted by Arsenal loan bid. He's going to decide together with his family. Real Sociedad are in advanced talks to sign him by 1 week. They're leading the race, always by Martin's priority by months. Arsenal offer led him to take hours or decision of reflection, as we know about it, because, and also according to Sport, Odegaard is very close to being loaned to Arsenal. This is really true, man. It's definitely happening. Odegaard to Arsenal is happening, and I can't just keep calm about it because literally, I'm oh my god, how is this happening? How is this happening? Okay. So Odegaard was left out of the squad in the game on Wednesday, where Madrid was defeated against Alcoyano. So everything seems to indicate that his flight to London is about to take off, where he will be reunited with Dani Ceballos. Crazy, na? According to AS, they say that Martin Odegaard called Real Sociedad leaders himself to ask if they would be willing to take him back on loan. Real Sociedad are counting on their existing good relationship with Real Madrid to close a deal for the Norwegian midfielder. Arsenal are also interested. So it looks like Odegaard has direct connections. According to AS, direct connections, but according to Lasser and Sport, it looks like he's much more closer to going to Arsenal. And also, now San Sebastian club, that is Sociedad, answered yes in the phone call with Odegaard. Negotiations could begin this Thursday, according to AS. So let's see that in the coming days. I think I'm pretty much sure that they can definitely get this deal over the line. But there's more to it, okay? According to Sky Sports News, Arsenal remain in talks with Real Madrid over a loan deal for Norwegian playmaker Martin Odegaard, though they face competition for his signature from Sociedad and a number of Premier League clubs, including Leicester City. Yeah. And after preliminary discussions, Leicester decided not to pursue the matter. So Leicester are out of the equation for now for Martin Odegaard. Who would have thought Leicester City were looking for Martin Odegaard? That's crazy, but they're out of it now. Also, Leicester were the other Premier League club keen on Martin Odegaard but have not pursued the matter further. Real Sociedad are pushing to bring him back, according to Sky Sports' Paul G. Now, Madrid Zone tweeted out that Odegaard is edging closer to Real Sociedad. The possibility of a buyout clause is on the table. So Lasser say that as well. Lasser literally say everything. Like they say that Arsenal are interested, that Arsenal can definitely go for them, and then a release clause, a buyout option is definitely there on the table. So that's crazy. Also, Guillaume Bayag has opened up about the things with Martin Odegaard. Let me read out what this is, and afterwards I'm going to give you my reaction to it. So Real Sociedad are waiting on Real Madrid's decision. Arsenal are not the only Premier League club who've made enquiries about Odegaard, but he'd like to go back to Real Sociedad. The adaptation process will be easier there, and all he wants is to play. He just wants to play. The boy wants to play. He wants to go to Real Sociedad and they want him. There are some pictures of Zidane losing his cool because he didn't pressure in one incident and didn't track back in a game they won. So the situation is he's not at the level defensively that Zidane wants. So Guillaume Bayag has offered us the explanation why why Odegaard is not in the books for Zinedine Zidane. Defensively, doesn't track back. So it looks like Odegaard is not the kind of a man that Zinedine Zidane is trying to build his team on. So with this, we end this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I hope this gives you clarity. If you want to know my reaction, I'm pretty much sure Martin Odegaard, it's up to him. If he goes to Real Sociedad, I think he's going to go to Real Sociedad. I'm not being super negative here, but it's simple. It's as clear as water because Martin Odegaard looks pretty much sure to go to Sociedad because no transition problems. If you go to Premier League, it's exciting, of course, but it's definitely going to be super challenging as well. So he's going to take his own decision. Let him decide, let his family decide, and we'll come to know about it. So with this, we end this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Consider subscribing. We are seeking 15,000 subscribers as soon as possible. Please help us reach there.